Hey everybody, I'm Pierre Piscatelli and I'm going to teach you how to play Lovely Day. Starting off with the intro, I'm going to show you guys how to do it the easy way and I'm going to show you a harder way that incorporates the bass line. I'm sure you're familiar with that part, but first the easy way. So what we're going to do first is just play an E major triad, very basic. We're doing this in second inversion because it sounds good. So right hand is B, E, G sharp from bottom to top. Fingers 1, 3, and 5, very relaxed. Just like that. Left hand is playing an E, because that's the root. After that, move your left hand only down to C sharp. Right hand stays where it is, and because you moved the root, the new chord is a C sharp minor 7. So just moving that one note changed the entire identity of the chord. C sharp is also the relative minor of E major, so they are related. So that's your second chord. Then you're going to kind of keep the right hand where it is on B, E, G sharp, but this second finger that's just hanging out here, make it play C sharp now. Okay, it should be kind of naturally hovering over that note anyway. So you have B, C sharp, E, G sharp. 4 notes instead of 3. Left hand plays A. And this gives you a beautiful chord called an A major 9. And then after that, you're going to play C major 7, which is left hand on C, right hand on B, E, G. So throughout all of this, the right hand really hasn't moved much at all. And then after that, the final chord is B minor 7, so we move everything down slightly. Left hand is down on a B, right hand is on A, D, F sharp from bottom to top. So all 5 of those chords were like this. Before I forget, if you guys are enjoying this video or finding it to be helpful, please consider subscribing. It's so helpful for the growth of this channel. Thank you. I'll do it again. Now the second time through, I go to the C major 7 a little bit earlier than I did the first time. So that introduction is 2 revolutions through with a slightly different rhythm on that C major 7 moment. Now if that's too easy for you, I will teach you a left-hand bass line to spice things up. This is taken right from the original song. Of course, there are variations in the bass line from time to time, so you might hear some differences, but I'm going to show you what it is about 95% of the time. I'm going to round off the edges to make it easier. So here we go. So let's do that a little bit slower, and I'll show you step by step how to play this bass line. We start with the thumb on a low E, and I use my ring finger to play a B. So like this, E, 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 B, E. Again. Now for the next part. I started on B with my 4th finger, up to E with the thumb, D sharp, C sharp, twice, and a 3rd time, down to G sharp, back up to C sharp. Now the 3rd move goes like this. So it starts on G sharp, goes up to C sharp, back to G sharp, A, 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 A. There are 4 A's. The next move starts on G sharp again, and then plays A 3 times after that again. And then you play C twice and B twice. So that whole move is... So let me put that together for you slowly. So that whole thing is going to happen a second time, but just like the chords that I taught you a few minutes ago, there will be a slight change the second time around rhythm-wise. So here's the second time around. Watch this. Same. Still the same. Now here's the difference. So we moved up to the C a little bit earlier, just like we did with the chords a few minutes ago. So that last move is the different one. It goes A, B, C, 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 B, B. Again. So I'll play that whole second round again. Here it is. And now finally, let me put the entire bass line together. So both revolutions of the chord progression. Here we go. There's your bass line. Think back to when I taught you guys how to play the block chords with root notes in your left hand, right? We started with this. Okay, the right hand chords will remain, but we're going to replace the simple left hand root notes with the bass line I showed you. So putting these two elements together looks like this. And that's the more interesting way to play the intro, which incorporates more elements from the original recording. Moving on, the verse is essentially the same thing, so we can just play that again for a verse, however you choose to do it, just chords or with the bass line. Moving on to the pre-chorus, this is my favorite part. What we are going to do is start with a C over D voicing, which is kind of like a D sus chord, but I prefer to just call it C/D, C over D. So it looks like this. It's G, C, E in the right hand from bottom to top, 1, 3, and 5, nice and relaxed. Left hand is a D. Strike them together twice, and then go right, left, right. So altogether, that looks like this. Together, together, right, left, right. Again. So this funky rhythm is going to make things just flow a lot better in the pre-chorus. So you do that chord once, well, I mean that rhythm once, so. And then we move it up a whole step. So it's now a D triad, A, D, F sharp over E. Just like that, with the exact same rhythm. Now we move back down right to where we were with the C triad up here, D in the left hand, but we're going to change the left hand from D to A. So because we moved the left hand note, the name of the chord voicing is different. This is now an A minor 7, just like that. Right hand is the same as it was. And now we move the right hand back to the other position, A, D, F sharp, like this. But you guessed it, we're going to change the left hand note again. It's going to be a B now. This creates a B minor 7. So let me review those 4 chords. So C over D. A minor 7. B minor 7. Let's do that again. C over D. D over E, A minor 7, B minor 7, and that's your pre-chorus. Now on to the chorus. I have great news for you guys. There isn't anything new to learn. We are essentially going to play the second half of the intro and verse that I taught you guys with the slightly different rhythm around the C major 7 chord. We're going to loop that part. That's how the chorus goes. So let me show you. See? We go to that C major 7 earlier, like it's the second time of the intro and the verse. So that's how we're doing it. So that is everything that you need to play Lovely Day. An intro, verse, pre-chorus, and chorus. There's nothing more than those sections. After what I just showed you, there is a verse, there's a pre-chorus, a chorus, another verse, right? It just does the same thing over and over. So now that you've learned the material, when you listen to the song, I'm sure you'll hear those sections and you'll know what to do. Now, if you're yelling at the screen and saying, why don't you just play through the whole song for us? Well, I don't want to lengthen the video by performing for 5 minutes. It's not necessary. And also, YouTube can give me a copyright strike and detect when I'm playing certain songs, especially if I play for too long without talking. I know it sounds ridiculous, but just me going like that, if I do it long enough and create a performance of sorts, it will think that it's Bill Withers' recording of Lovely Day, and I'll get a copyright strike. It's crazy, but as music YouTubers, we deal with this ad nauseum. Just watch any of Rick Beato's videos. He talks about this all the time. As always, thank you so much for watching this lesson to the end. I hope it was helpful. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.